Hello everyone, it is me. I am back with another video. You may have noticed our leafy friend has turned into a spiky boy. That's because this spiky boy is filling in for our leafy friend because the leafy one started going yellow, and I don't know if it's because it's autumn or because it's dying. So I was looking back on my old videos for some inspiration for what I should do for today's video, and I rewatched a video where I was redrawing my old characters. I think I drew Elmen, Robert the Mime, and Flex, and they just weren't doing it for me. The video was not the greatest. I started off with a voiceover that lasted 10 seconds and then it just went to music. I don't even know why I bothered with a voiceover, but whatever. And because that video was posted like a good year and a half ago or something like that, my drawing skills have definitely improved and a lot has changed in regards to those characters. So I thought, why not do a part 2 of that and see if I can draw my characters any better than in the last video. So without further ado, let's get into it. So it took a little bit of searching, but I managed to find the drawings from the last video that I did so that you don't have to go and watch it, because honestly, it was such a boring video. So this is what I had come up with last time. We have Elmen, Robert the Mime, and Flex, and before that was the original sketchbook, which I'm pretty sure I did a sketchbook tour of this, so I'll link it in the eye. But basically this is what Elmen looked like the first time I ever drew him, and to anyone who's been here since the beginning, you'll remember the epic transformation that was Elmen when transformed. We're definitely going to be redrawing Elmen today. And then we have the first time I ever drew Robert the Mime, which he has changed a lot. Nowadays he's an actual character that I like to draw often and would consider using him in a story, so he's definitely developed a lot more than Elmen and Flex. And speaking of Flex, this is what he looked like in the beginning. So with that in mind, I think it's time for us to try and redraw them. So I think I'm going to start off by drawing Robert the Mime because I've drawn him a million times by now already, so he should be pretty easy. As you can see from my older drawings, I used to just draw them looking straight on, you know, nothing special. So I think I'm going to try out a pose for this one, and I'm going to try and use up a lot more of the page, because as a child I used to just draw something like this big and be like, yep, that page is done. See, I think I might have drawn this too big now, but whatever. Gotta get them hips in. So he's meant to be like leaning on nothing, as mimes do, you know what I'm saying. That's a hand, good enough. And then we're going to do the other hand over here. There we go. I'm like slowly but surely developing some sort of storyline for Robert the Mime. I don't know if it's enough to actually make anything out of it, but maybe one day. Robert the Mime, he got potential. Okay, so now I have to remember what his face looks like, because it's been a hot minute since I drew him last. Like a couple of weeks maybe. And then we got his eyes. Smiley little eyes. Some eyebrows. Little cheeks. Robert the Mime at this point has developed a personality. That's the thing that separates him from all of my other older characters. Like, they don't have a story or a personality or anything, but Robert the Mime, he's very childish and very loving and very fun to be around. So he's just all around just more fun to draw, I guess, because he's got just that little bit extra over the other characters. Plus, he's got really curly hair, which is really fun to draw. Look at him go, he's adorable. And we're gonna put his little makeup bits on. Always wears his little bandana around his neck, and then he has the cliched striped t-shirt, but I think sometimes it's okay to be cliched with this sort of thing. As long as your character has something unique about them, it's okay to like include a few cliches here and there, as long as the whole character isn't really predictable. I think I also love Robert the Mime because I made it so he's really short. He's only like 5 foot or something like that, so I like relate to him on a spiritual level. I obviously don't know how to draw that hand, but that's okay, we'll come back to that. Bada bing, bada boom. And we'll work on his feet. When in doubt, put your character in Converse. They're the easiest to draw and they look stylish. Sponsor me, Converse. Alrighty, so now we're ready to outline it. I don't know what I'm gonna outline it with, but I'm feeling this one today. It's a 0.6 Unipin fine liner and I'm feeling good about it. We're gonna get some thicker lines. It's gonna be great. So we're gonna start by outlining his hair because that's probably the easiest part. I don't know what's happening with this part of his hair, but his hair just does whatever it wants, so I guess it doesn't matter. It like goes forwards and backwards at the same time, so he cannot control it. Got them big ears sticking out. You know me, I always like to make the ears stick out. Give him them sleeves. Tuck his shirt in. Back in the day, like when I was 9, 10 or 11, I would not even attempt a pose like this. Like to me this is a very simple pose now, but back then I was like, nah, never gonna happen. Impossible. My sketch was not that decisive. Usually my sketches give me a very clear idea of what I'm going to be doing, but it seems like I'm kind of just freehanding most of this outlining because my sketch was a mess today. Oh, and I didn't even finish that hand. What am I supposed to do with that? I'll have to go back in with pencil before I outline that. This hand is massive, but you know what? We don't care. It's okay. So I guess I just sort of do one of them. One of them. Yeah, that's good enough. I'll figure that out. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Bam. Good enough. Bam, bam. We're just smashing it out today. Look at us go. I think part of the reason that I'm a lot quicker on camera is because I don't want future me to have to go through all that footage, you know? I want future me to have a nice easy job editing. Hats off to you, future me. Also, I'm attempting to fix my lighting. I have a new light over here. I don't know how much it is doing. It only cost me $6 from Kmart. So it's not the brightest, but hopefully it sort of evened the lighting out a little bit. Like, I can turn it off and show you what it looks like without it. Like, yes, it's not a big difference, but it's enough. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna add in some little wrinkles over here. There we go. That looks good enough to me. Okie dokie, let's get to coloring. Bam, straight into it. I'm used to using gouache, so like, I don't know, watercolor just seems so much easier to me right now. I'm going to sin and use white because I am a sinner. I get really worked up about those people that are like, you should never use black and white when watercoloring. I am a watercolor purist. Like, I understand why you shouldn't use it, but you shouldn't tell young artists not to experiment with it at least. Like, yes, using white watercolor, it messes it up a little bit. Like, it makes it more opaque, which generally isn't what you want if you're watercoloring, but it's not a sin. You don't have to like tell people you must never use white watercolors. Same with black. If you understand that black watercolor is going to dull and change the color, it's not just going to darken it, it's going to like change the value or whatever. If you understand that, then it's okay to use it. Like, I just don't see what the big problem is. I didn't mean to just have a rant about watercolor purists, I'm sorry. Like Robert the Mime over here, he has black pants. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna use black because his pants are black. Sure, I could be stylish and use another color, but I don't want to. I'm gonna use black. It's happening. It's hippity hoppity happening. I get that I'm not doing the greatest job right now, like it's not smooth or anything, but I'm just having fun. I'm being a little messy too, but you know what? I don't mind. It's nice to do something a bit loose. And either way, even if it is messy, it's already better than when I first drew Robert the Mime. So I don't got no complaints. Then we're gonna get some red. And we're gonna slap it on for his little, what's it called? Bandana? Scarf? I don't know. Then we're gonna get some more of that red and we're gonna water it down like a champion. And we're gonna give him his little blushy cheeks. Then we just go boop. Ah, cute. Then I'm gonna mix up a little bit of gray so I can do the shadows on his face, because he lives for that white face paint. I feel like his skin needs a little something something on the arms because he's just looking a little bit pale. I'm gonna this is something I would never do. Like 6 months ago, I would have never just colored it in like that. I'd always just shade with the skin color that I wanted. Then I'm gonna get some more black. I'm gonna shade these pants because we all need a little bit of shade on our pants. And then we're gonna get some more red, mix it with a bit of something something, and we're going to use that to shade. That's looking good. I'm liking that. Alrighty, so now we gotta add in his little stripes. Don't think I forgot them. I'm honestly just gonna go straight over the top of his suspenders because I don't think it really matters, to be honest. There we go. Then I think I'm going to just thicken up the outline on his legs so we can separate them a little bit. Now, we just gotta add a background, then we're all good. Look at that. Beautiful. Watercolor is just so easy and I love it. Look at that. 10 seconds and that whole section was done. Beautiful. I think I hear a little bit of thunder in the distance. That's exciting. I like thunder. Whoa, I think I might have mixed enough paint for once. There we go. He looks pretty dang good if you ask me. Rightio, so next up I think I need to draw Flex because I have an idea for Flex. His name is Flex. Why not have him flexing, you know? Back when I was redrawing these characters and when I was drawing them for the first time, I would always draw the same body type over and over again because I just didn't know how to draw other body types. So today, now that I have a little bit more knowledge, I feel like Flex should be buff, he should be ready to go, ready to flex at any moment, show off those guns. So that's what we're going to do now. Also, if the lighting is changing a little bit, there's a storm rolling in, so no natural light, we're just relying purely on my lamps and they're not great, so I'm sorry about that. Alrighty, so we're gonna start off drawing his head and he's gonna be looking up. And then we're going to have his neck, and I think that his arm should come up around here, like he's acting casual but he's actually flexing, you know what I'm saying? His hand's gonna be in his pocket, gonna give him some legs. He's like, oh, didn't see you there. And then I don't know what to do with these legs. We'll just sort of, I don't know. Rightio, now for the important part. We gotta do his luscious locks. He's gonna have like a lot of hair. He used to have a bandana over his mouth, but I feel like it would be better suited like around his hair, like a 70s rock star, you know what I'm saying? Yas, Flex! And then I'm gonna give him his nose and some eyes. He's gonna have eyeliner. I'm just going for this 70s classic rock looking, I don't even know. His eyeliner's gonna be running. I don't know what's happening with his face at this point. Smirky smirk. Some lipstick on them lips. Then he's gonna have like sort of an oval jaw, I'm feeling. I like this rough look that he's got happening at the moment. Like he's just gotten out of bed or something. And now, for the best part of all, he needs his V-neck, his disgusting V-neck zebra print shirt with torn off sleeves. That's the way it's always been, and that's the way that it's gonna continue to be. Flex is just such a mess. Honestly, let's make him more of a mess. Let's make his shirt into like a crop top. Like one of his bandmates or whatever we're going for here, they just rip the bottom off it and he won't let go of it. And then we can put the zebra stripes in afterwards. I'm actually loving where this is going so far. Like Flex has never had this much personality before and I'm loving it. Then we gotta give him his pants, which are equally as ripped. Just everything about Flex is ripped apparently. His muscles, his clothes. So we gotta give him some pants. They can come down a bit. He needs to show a bit more stomach here. Show off that six-pack. His jeans are gonna have like rips all through the front. And then a little belly button. Is that good enough? I feel like that's good enough. So we're gonna start by outlining his face because that's the easiest part of this mess that I've created. Gotta give him some eyes. He looks high off something. That's precisely how I wanted him to look. Then we gotta add them lips. I actually really love how he looks in this. I've never loved Flex, but now he's got potential. Bada bing, bada boom. How does he keep his hair so floofy? That's the real question. And then we're gonna add like some zigzags to this, just for some visual interest, I suppose. I don't know. Gotta get that shirt on him. One of his most important features. His shirt is like defying gravity, but that's fine. Then we've got his arm, doing that casual flex. I don't know what's going on with his arm, but that's alright. Then he's got them hips, the belly button, jeans, another arm. Then we'll move on to his pants, his disgusting, greasy, acid wash jeans. This whole video has been really like disrupted the whole day because people keep coming in and out of the house and I don't like to film when there's people in the house. So yeah, it's been really janky, but I'm gonna get it done. It's gonna be fine. I swear to God, the power just went out. The power just went out. I'm going to cry. This video is not getting done. I'm going to bed and I'm gonna finish this tomorrow because this video has been too hard for me today. Okay, so it's the next day. We have our power back now. I'm not feeling very well, but I refuse to let that stop me filming this video because I have tried so hard and I kept getting interrupted and I just... So we're gonna do it, we're gonna finish it, we're gonna soldier on. Alrighty, let's get into painting. I've got my water, I've got my watercolors. We should be fine. Got a skin tone ready to go. This is the first drawing I've done today as well, so if the coloring looks really messed up, that's why. And then we're gonna do the bit that I'm really excited about, which is like his acid wash jeans. Ooh, that is the perfect color. That is exactly what I was going for. And there's cat fur in the paint. That's gross. Get out. This is crazy. But I'm starting to love Flex as a character. Don't ask me why. I remember even when I made Flex, I didn't like him. But now, he's got some personality happening. I'm excited about this. Then I'm gonna get some gray so we can like mess up this a little bit. Then I'm gonna get some darker gray just to mess up these jeans a little bit. I feel like Flex doesn't know how to use a washing machine. I'm pretty sure that last time I drew Flex, I gave him purple hair, and I don't think I want to do that this time. I'm feeling more a natural hair color for him because there's no way in hell that he'd have the patience to dye his hair. But we can mix some purple into the brown, give it a little something something. It looks like the void at the moment, but I think it will look nice. You can see that little hint of purple in there. Probably can't see it on camera, but I know it's there. There we go. There we go. Now we're on to something. He needs some raccoon eyes. How do we do raccoon eyes? Is that even how you say it? Raccoon? Raccoon? We're on to something. I just took some of his hair, but that's fine. I just feel like his pants are missing something. I don't know. Maybe Flex likes to paint. Maybe he has paint on his pants. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's cute. Or is it a mess? I don't know. Flex is developing a personality here, okay? Like, you're here to witness him develop his personality for the first time. I'm actually living for this. Okay, that could be considered a mess, but at the same time, Flex is a mess. So I feel like whatever we do to him, it'll be fine. For his stripes, I'm going to be using this brush pen. It's just a Pentel Aquash brush pen filled with ink. And this is the ink that I put in it. I don't know what it is, but it works. And then we're just gonna give him some of them zebra stripes that he deserves. Is it obvious that I don't know how to draw zebra stripes? Because I don't know how to draw zebra stripes. Just putting that one out there. Oh my gosh, Flex. What an icon. I'm so excited now. Like, I want to design him a whole heap of really ugly outfits that no one would ever wear except for him. Ooh, I love it. I love it. This is looking good. Have I said that enough already? This is looking good. Let's all get excited about art, kids. Ooh. Ooh. Looking good. Wow. Flex is on it. He is on it. There we go. Look at him go. What a legend. Oh my god. He is such a queen. When did he get like this? Alright, so because Elmenor is such a recognizable character of mine, I guess, I thought I'd save the best till last, but now I'm like kind of scared of how it's gonna turn out because Flex and Robert the Mime turned out looking so good and Elmenor just seems so boring compared to them. Because I distinctly remember basing Elmenor's general looks off Troy from High School Musical, I think I'm going to use a reference of Troy. It's an interesting pose. It's about as interesting as it's gonna get for Elmenor, unfortunately. So we're going to start with the head, looking slightly off to the left and up. What happened to Zac Efron? Like, I'm not saying that he looks bad now, because he looks good, but like, he just changed overnight. Did I miss something? What's going on? I just love this whole photo shoot from High School Musical as well. Like, why did they just get him to pose like that? I don't understand. Did he choose to pose like that, or was he instructed to pose like that? In the original drawing, he has like one eyebrow raised, so I have to remember to include that. And he has like really snaky eyes. He looks like he's like, hey, wanna come play basketball with me? And everyone's like, no, Elmenor, no one wants to play with you. Get lost. Elmenor, what happened to you? I feel bad for Elmenor now. Like, he had the potential to be so much more, and now I'm just making a mockery of him. And then to top it all off, I think this shouldn't just be Elmenor. This should be Elmenor when transformed. And when Elmenor transforms, he gains extra pockets and he gains a sword. Nothing else changes, except he's just all around better because of it. There we go. He's transformed, and for good measure, I'm gonna add an extra pocket in his shirt. Why not? We're just gonna outline that killer fringe of his. We all want a man with bangs. As long as Elmenor thinks that he's cool and he's having fun, he's not hurting anyone, he's fine. I feel like Elmenor wouldn't use his sword. Like, judging by the way he looks right now, I don't think he'd use this sword. It's just for show. Just like all those pockets he gains when he transforms. Poor Elmenor. He doesn't deserve this. Then we do his arm. As if I'm going to be able to decipher that. Sometimes I look at my sketches and I'm like, what did I think I was gonna gain out of this? His face doesn't look too bad. It's just the pose, the clothes, the little items that he gains when he transforms. His name. How could I forget to mention the mess that is his name? Alrighty, straight in with the orange. Elmenor, he was always obsessed with orange from the beginning. If you saw the sketchbook tour from when I first drew him and his bedroom, everything was either orange or camouflage, because that's just what he lives for. That is what he craved. I feel like his shirt just needs a little something something. There we go, that's a little better. I say as I just take it all up with the tissue. Okay, I think I've made a basketball color. That looks about right. I haven't seen a basketball since high school, so then I think he needs a bit of shading just around here to bring out those pants a little bit. We don't want to hide his fashion sense. Wow, I made his skin like grey, as if he were a corpse. He's just so coordinated. So many browns and so many oranges. He's like the embodiment of autumn in the worst way possible. Then he needs like a golden belt buckle. Only the best for my boy Elmenor. And he needs some blue eyes, otherwise he's just way too orange. Imagine if Elmenor got a spray tan. How horrific would that be? Fill in them eyebrows of his. And he's done. And the background most definitely has to be blue, otherwise he's just gonna get lost. And I think for Elmenor, we're going to do a circle, like the circle of life. That's a pretty good circle if you ask me. That's probably the best part about this. There we go. Elmenor is complete. I would like to publicly apologize to anyone named Elmenor for putting shame to your name. So after all that, this is what we ended up with. A beautiful Robert the Mime, a surprising young Flex, and the disaster that always has been and always will be Elmenor. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I certainly did, even though it was a little difficult to make with all the interruptions, but we got there in the end, and that's the main thing. So if you have any ideas for what sort of videos you'd like to see me do in the future, let me know. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!